Hello there, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones. I just realized that we have Blackrivers fighting over here in the Iron Islands. Now, why are they fighting? They're fighting against the Harlaws, who are losing actually by 91%. For Lord Lodos's claim on the High Lordship of Heartstone Hills, the Harlaws only have 31 soldiers left, so I don't actually need to get involved here. It's nice to see that Brynden is actually able to defend himself. The Blackrivers are a strong house who will not be kicked out of the Iron Islands so easy. The Iron Islands are ours. Now, I want to start building because I have 500 gold and we still have a free domain over here on the coast. And I am actually going to use that to construct the castle. And then we can get some buildings in there and a little bit more gold going as well. So let's go ahead and start the construction. 340 gold. It's also going to take 5 years. A secret truth has reached the light of day. My vassal lady Flora has had an extramarital affair with my courtier Imri. Oh dear. Guards, throw her into the dungeons. Flora, you have shamed House Blackriver today. I am lost for words. Your daughter as well now has a disputed heritage. What are you doing? We could go on a grand tour, but for reasons I've said previously, we're going to save that. Although a taxation tour could be nice right about now to get some gold. Because it's going to be a while before we can do a cultural tour anyway. Although, my vassals might hate me a little bit if I did a taxation tour right now. So I might hold off on that. We could do a tour to improve opinion, but we don't have any factions, so it might not actually be necessary. Excuse me. So let's see, if I were to do a taxation tour, how much would that cost? I would do taxation, of course, we want money. Let's see, we only have vassals in the Iron Islands, so if I was to do something like this, and I guess I could play a cultural festival. I mean, we could do cultural festivals anyway, that will help. So if I continue here, and let's see, we go for justice, I can improve control. I could go for recreation. Let's go for justice, improve control. This would just increase prestige. I'll keep this default. I think this is the one that we want to max out. It's going to cost us a little bit. In fact, if we want everything, 285. So I'm going to wait for the 285 gold, and then I will go on a taxation tour. We are currently 13 years of age, so 3 more years, or just under, and then we become an adult as well. My master-at-arms, Master Lucius, has accused my vassal, Lord Roran, of having copulated with his lover, Adilla. Oh, who are we throwing in the prisons now, Adilla? Oh, what is this? Pay a ransom. Yes, I will free Adilla. Lord Roran. One of the Blackrivers getting into. I feel like now that we have so many landed house members, all of the fun scheming and side stories really begin. To the charming bow, I would like for your crush Harbit to become the squire of Corbett Hornwood. Ah, so my crush can become even stronger and possibly a knight. I will accept, of course. One day, he will understand the missed opportunity of my love when I'm leading all of the Iron Islands. Maybe one day he will see that my love is true and pure. But not today. Not today. He doesn't want anything. He rejected me. To the charming bow. I have proud few documents, both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case for you are the rightful lady of the Lordship of Grey Garden. See it done. 84 gold is quite expensive, though. So where was this fabricated? Over here. Let's continue the fabrications over there. It's going to cost us, but that's fine. Gold is there to be spent, lad. There's no point hoarding it. We'll have plenty of time to hoard gold throughout our lifetime, one would imagine. I'm actually going to speed things up just a tad as well. Waiting for when we come of age. That's the only problem when you take over as a child. There's not too much to do other than meeting peers. Without taxes, the royal treasury would soon run out. Loyal vassals are more than happy to pay. Therefore, it is of paramount importance to keep your subjects happy. Do not tax them too much, nor too little, lest they find your complacement. From the highest lady to the lowest sorcerer, everyone plays their part. The lesson is finished. You may go now. Without fairness, the realm will falter. I become just, which actually loses me intrigue. Wow, okay. That's a little bit conflicting then, because we have gone intrigue focused. And we're going to gain a lot of stress for murdering. Maybe we use intrigue to go down the seducer tree instead. I could seduce my crush. Sometimes I forget the most random words in English. I mean, we could gain stress, but we could still murder. We are indifferent to most, but we have a strong sense of justice. But we are pious, so maybe murder's not so good. We're impatient as well, so I feel like we could play her a lot of different ways here. It's a very interesting collection of trait stab bunches for sure. A few of them a little bit conflicting, but that's fine. Cowpox is spreading, but it's not in our land, so I don't care about that. Seems like there's another peasant revolt over here. Greetings, my charming liege. Lady Flora is dear to me. Would you let her go in return for this offer? I will accept 28 gold. Thank you very much. Tell her to... I don't know what her crime was, but tell her to stop it. Defender of the Blackriver needs a successor. Do we... We have one. Steveron here. Right, Steveron. I need you to serve as a champion. There we go. I did check out the Night Manager mod, but it doesn't actually fix the problem I have, by the way, guys. Because you still need to come in here if they're too low and manually assign them as a knight, so it doesn't solve the whole clicking issue. So I'm not actually going to run it in future series. Because I don't mind the other parts of managing knights, but that's fine. Let's speed up. You've slowed down again, lad. I want to come of age. I want to start murdering. Or starting my intrigue. We could go on a tour now. We do have enough gold. That's true. A slave revolt started, but they're gone because we don't have slaves. Right, let's go on a grand tour, shall we? I'm going to do a taxation tour. Let's visit all of my vassals. Collect some gold for the realm. I will do cultural festivals as well. And I am going to max out the grand tour. I think I got to make a statement. And we will go for justice. This often leads to an increase in control. And just characters may lose some stress. I need a caravan master. I didn't think about this. 25 travel speed. I'd rather go for the travel safety though. 292 gold. If I was to get... let's see. Where's all the danger? High danger. Is it this? If I was to get experienced captains and mercenary guards... I can start the grand tour, but we're a little bit in debt. That's fine. We still do have some danger. It's mostly over here because of a war. But I'm still going to do the grand tour. So let us set off. We should be out of debt very soon. So that's fine. We're just going to momentarily be in debt here. The time has come to depart for my grand tour of Pike. My court is packed, ready and raring to go. Our first stop would be my vassal, Lady Flora's castle over in Seagrave. I look forward to helping the people contribute to the nation's wealth by any means available. The High Lordship of Pike's subjects should certainly not have any surplus hidden from the crown. After this tour has concluded, look at that travel cloak. It's also very nice blue as well. I love that. I really enjoy that we can change colors of our clothing now. And here we have arrived already at the first stop. Lady Flora has welcomed me with open arms. I'm not going to read through all of these. This is going to take a while. We already gained 11 gold as well. Let's speed things up a little bit here. A group of locals have taken stage in what seems to be the longest, blandest sermon I've ever heard. I tried to keep my eyes open, but soon enough, the piles of hay at the corner of the street look a bit too comfortable. A bit too tempting. I'm just resting my eyes. She saw me sleeping and lost opinion of me. I was bored, my friend. I was bored. We got a claim here. I'm going to delay that. Just because I don't want to go a huge amount into debt. That's fine, though. Task finished. That's fine. We didn't manage to sway you, but I don't actually need to sway you anymore. Let's see. I'm actually going to sway my Chancellor. So let's go ahead and do that. We did get another event as well in the Grand Tour, so let's look at this. All the usual wonders and merriment of the cultural festival are going on around me, and it's as if I've been transported to another world. I am brought back to the earthly realm, though, by the sight of some nefarious individual shuffling around at the periphery of the crowd, sneaking behind a creaky wooden stage. I'm overrun with curiosity, unable to see exactly what these cretins are up to. Then I see Flora emerge from backstage. with an entourage of sordid sorts. I don't think I should get involved. Let us ignore this. I don't want to get myself in too much trouble before I come of age and truly succeed my father. I've concluded my royal visitation. Right, it's time for the tribute. And she does pay tribute. Very nice. Okay. What's this? Lord Titos invites me to join a cultural parade. He assured me that Lady Flora watched over the preparations to give me the best parade the Lordship of Seagrave could offer. As he speaks, a couple of locals display some kind of handcrafts. It's nothing I've never seen before. I'm quite disappointed, to be honest. So let's see. Inspired by cultural parade, I get more taxes. And I lose stress. And the cultural acceptance increases by 10%. That's huge. Yes, please. Although we're about to drop that with loads of wars. The armor of my horse was Riverlander blue as well. Ah, it's so awesome. Let's start the visitation of my Chancellor and vassal, Lord Florian of House Woolton. I don't have a good run-in with them growing up. But hopefully we can overcome that rift today. And we got some poxes spreading here. Alliance has expired with the Cranes because he died from being ill. When we marry, though, that should be fixed. Hopefully. As I watch the 50th Dole performance that this putrid Saltcliffe has to offer, I find myself wishing for all the dancers to break every possible bone and just go away. Wait a moment. I can send them away? I clear my throat before speaking. My beloved subjects, it has come to my ears that the most unfortunate information that you've been committing thief and treachery across these lands. It would be a shame if someone punished you for those crimes. My tour becomes more avaricious. I did imprison performers, though. Or we could get no prisoners. Popular opinion. Yes! It'd be a shame if someone punished you for those crimes. Oh, we're gonna be such a terrible ruler, I feel like. The sound of flutes and drums is quickly accompanied by a group of dancing guests, all following the music with joyful movements and laughter. A couple sneaks away into an alleyway. Kids jump in a circle. A lonely old man struggles to move his hips. I spot Lady Florian. Lord Florian, excuse me, among the crowd. And next to him, one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Ooh. Well, I don't like dancing because I'm kind of dancing. Get me out of here. Why did I agree to this stupid cultural tour? Just give me my taxes. It's time for tribute. And he did give in, luckily. Very nice. I cannot believe this. Lord Roran the Brute. A fellow dynasty member of House Blackriver. Has he turned me away? Oh, no, he hasn't turned me away. Okay, I thought the image, it looked bad. The streets of Axfirth are richly decorated for my rival. My vassal, Lord Rowan, dutifully awaits me. Why is the background different? Where are we? We're over here. Axfirth. It is feudal, right? Ah, it's just a different background. Okay, I thought you turned me away, my friend. But that is not what happened at all, so I'm very happy. I'm a bit moody from the recent cultural dances. They've been very boring, you see. Look at that! I hear as I walk down the streets of Axfirth, my Aunt Marika is pointing at what seems to be known as the Drowned God Smith's Guild. A smile quickly appears on her face, blissful. A group of apprentices are kneeled down in front of a workbench. The master supervises the craft from the lintel of the door, arms crossed, chin up. You'll need a bit more strength for that, son. Marika takes a step in that direction, completely mesmerized. At 90 gold, no thank you. I gained city building for 10 years. Ooh. But I'm not building city buildings. We should invest in merchants back home too, though. I do agree. What is this that's just popped up? To the charming bow, I would like for your courtier, Andric, to become the squire of Edgar Woodworth. Very well. I shall agree to this arrangement. Are we still on promoting culture? No, we're on collect taxes. What is the cultural acceptance now, I wonder? How do we get culture? There we go. It's at 58%, so we could actually form a hybrid culture, but I'm gonna wait till we take the whole Iron Islands so that we can convert as much of it as possible. Otherwise, that's gonna cause problems later on. Anyway, back to the Grand Tour. The Taxation Tour. The music in the main stage is promptly followed by the dancers. The beauty of their movements makes them look like part of the stage. They throw their hands into the air and it feels like watching trees grow new branches. A gasp comes from the audience when one of the dancers starts climbing the wooden wall of the stage. And now, she says, I should take revenge from... Ah! As the performer falls into the ground, the silence of the crowd lets everyone hear a clear crack. Oh, bloody hell. Well, that surely hurt. Didn't we just have this? Oh, I've received a compliment. His feudal taxes are reduced. Oh, that sucks. But we gain prestige. I feel like I've been done over there. Let's see. Such a lovely celebration. Increase the cultural acceptance by 10%. And it is time for the tribute. Which this time he did refuse. Lord Roran, this will not be forgotten. And you will be put in your place upon my return. I will not have such disobedience from my vassals. Let us start. I think this might be the last stop on our grand tour. No, we still have 2 more after as well. Let's see. I could get superstitious for 15 years. But cultural acceptance goes up. I lose stress as well. Superstitious. I gain more stress. Well, I also lose more stress. This character's life is controlled by a belief in supernatural influences leading to good or bad luck. Sure. I do believe that there was the faith who intervened after my father's crimes against the Seven. And so I am a little bit superstitious. I could get a potsherd. Let's see. I could destroy it and sell it for 45 gold. And then I can just give him 45 gold back, right? Yes. Let's do that. Easy. We've had this event a few times before. Right. So you can die, but I'm just ingenuous. So I gain a lot of stress. Cultural acceptance decreases. Well, I do get a strong hook on you. And I lose a lot of stress. Yes, let's do this. There we go. How old am I now? I'm 15. A lot of time does pass during these grand tours as well, which is nice. It is time for the tribute. Lord Vance, who has refused. He only had 2 gold, though. Do I let him off? Maybe I can let him off because he really was genuinely broke. But Roran, I don't think I will let off. I'm not even going to bother with this. He gets mocked animal fair, and I lose stress because I'm callous. I'm not going to a bloody animal fair. To the shuddering Lady Bow, we have been burdened with your oppressive laws for far too long. No more. We are done paying you taxes once your coffers dry up and your larders are empty. You will wish you had treated us more fairly. The peasants have risen. Roran, I am about to show you what happens to those who disobey my rule. The blaring of war horns have reached me even here in Nesselmont, as I am in the midst of hosting a grand tour. That Cho leader Roran of the peasant revolt has declared war against me. Much planning has gone into preparing to host this grand tour, and I am loath to send my guests home. The importance of this conflict should not be underestimated, however. Perhaps it would be best to focus all my efforts on preparing for war. I think I can manage things from here. Yeah, it's only 1 peasant army here. Wait, is that my peasant armies? Yes, because they're red, of course they are. I will raise the men-at-arms. And Lord Amory of Bloatstone will deal with these peasants in troweling. Right away, my wet nurse has been vacated. And just like that, I have come of age. With the help of Eleanor, I have completed my studies of intrigue. Even if the highest aspects of the subject elude me, I lived up to everyone's expectations and learned more than most. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the woman I have become. I had some memorable times with Harbert. He truly helped understand both myself and love. I wonder if Oswald remembers the thing I put him through when we were young. He's wounded and club-footed. I don't think he's beginning any time. But the time has come for me to truly succeed my father and become Lady of the Blackriver lands. I am a woman now. Let us unpause. We lose the trait charming. Let's take a look at our character. We are impatient. Bao thinks that most things should happen fast. Ideally, they should happen now. We are generous. Acts of benevolence and charity are no strangers to Bao. We are callous, being called both heartless and cold-blooded. Bao is indifferent to most. But we are just. Bao has a strong sense of justice. And we are an intricate web weaver, +6 intrigue. And Bao is a master of intrigue, manipulation, and secrecy. So with that, we are going to go down the intrigue tree. Now, there is a special spy network one. That is interesting. We could become a spider. But I think first, probably go down the schema tree. Seducer could be good as well, though. Fertility. Yes. We could go down the seducer tree. That gains us a lot of intrigue as well. Schema is also good, though. So actually, I'm going to go skullduggery focus for now. And I think... I mean, we don't have a perk yet anyway, but I'm thinking of going down the schema tree. Let's go ahead and turn my maester back onto advanced research. So I can get some education focus. And now I must choose a patron aspect for myself. Do we have one which is focused on intrigue here? I don't think we do, but we do have the stranger, which gives hostile scheme success chance. So let's go for that one. The stranger, neither man nor woman, yet both at once, outcast, wanderer from far lands, lesser more than human, unknown and unknowable. His face is that of death, his hand that which leads souls to the other world. This is my patron. We gain more stress, but we also have natural dread +5 and hostile scheme success chance +5%. Let us dedicate ourselves there. Is my betrothed of age yet? He's 14 of House Crane. Right. Do I still have crushes? I don't have a crush anymore because we've come of age. Understandable. I can call on my ally. We don't need this. I can now negotiate an alliance, but he won't accept. My uncle is a bit of an asshole. Can I end my regency? I cannot. But let's see. I can swing the scales. I think I will leverage piety. 250 piety. Let's do that. Somehow I'm going to have to end. I completely forgot about swinging the scales of power. Maybe you can't as a child. But I need to fight with that. We do actually have a plague near us. Where the hell is this bloody plague now? Old Fern's Pox. Right. That's right next to us. Like, right next to us. I think that was there in the last episode, though. Let's continue. I will start scheming soon. Especially once we have children. Maybe we can get them ruling a few lands and whatnot. Which would be very nice. And our river bows should deal with these peasants very easily. Okay, what's this? I shall take the red flask. This may have unforeseen circumstances. What is this? As I promenade around the festival, I notice a hooded figure selling flasks whose liquid cannot be told. Come and buy my medicines, milady, for they work miracles and balance the humors of even the weakest woman. Are you calling me weak? I'm not risking my health on this. I don't trust you. Let's all drink together. We drank from the fountain. We gain popular opinion and lose some stress. Or I could get wishing well for 5 years. Stress loss plus 25%. Yeah, let's do that. And there we go. We beat the peasant revolt. Enforce the demands. I wonder, maybe we should make a public show of the peasant leader. I could execute him, but I gain stress because I'm generous. Maybe we should save all of the stress events for any murders which further our house. Okay, let's finish the taxation talk. This has been going on for a little while now. To my vassals and influential lady, it's only fair that you have a voice on my council. In recognition of this fact, I hereby offer you the position of Spymaster of the Riverlands. Very well. I shall accept this. I always forget to do this. I get plus 30 natural dread, plus 15 hostile scheme power, hostile scheme success chance plus 6%, and another 15% monthly intrigue lifestyle experience. We're gonna get so much because we also have plus 10% here, and we get plus 30%. That was the wrong button. Plus 30% naturally here, although we can't see that buff anymore. But we do get plus 30%. Take my word for it. You guys saw it earlier on. Let's see. This will be beneficial for you, but your vassal may not like it. Well, that sounds good then. And it is time for the tribute. And he did give in. And Lady Rayella of House Willowbrack has welcomed me. I believe this is the last stop on our tour. So let's go ahead and get this dealt with. There's been excommunications. More plagues are spreading. But I have come for my gold. 547 gold. We could. We're getting close to restoring old stones now, actually. Maybe I can offer a gold compensation because I'm generous. Sure, I have a little bit of gold to spare. I am generous. Maybe it will help counter my future endeavors. And she does give in. There we go. Oh. I'm callous. Let's pick that one. Let us return home with our new supply of gold in our war chest. The sea is calm and forgiving today, still as a boulder and a powerful wind at our back to boot. It seems it'll be an easy day for the rowers below, but then I spot the mangled corpse of a ship buried nose first into some jagged rocks just ahead. There doesn't appear to be any survivors, and the rocks would be no trivial thing to navigate. Yet I feel compelled to go and investigate this mysterious wreck. I think there's nothing but death that way. If one ship is already sunk, let's not ship ours as well. Right, we finally finished. We get magnificent liege for 20 years, plus 20% vassal tax contribution. Oh boy. And some development growth in the capital. 600 prestige, 150 renown, and everyone gains 30 opinion of me as well. But there is one problem that we have left unsolved. I can end my regency. Let's do that. Oh, I couldn't end it because I was traveling as well. Yes, let's not forget about that. There we go. My mother has willingly given up power, which is very nice. I have lost... I can't control all of these. Now, I don't mind giving away these two, because I just want Hammerford Pike and the Newcastle one building. Really? So, who controls this? I think here... Let's see if we have any Blackrivers who are of age. No, they already all have land. So I'm going to give it to a noble of the Riverlander culture. I stand by the Riverlanders. And then Never Harrow down here. I'm also going to give this to a random Riverlander as well. And then we're back under our domain limit. It's very, very low. We only have 5 stewardship, but that's fine. We're still going to be earning a fair bit of gold. So we're okay with this. Right, as I was saying, never mind, we got another event. I should pause. It is a well-known fact that courtiers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to our advantage. If I can keep my courtiers suspicious of each other and distracted with infighting, they will not have the time or resources to scheme against me. Let us spread the rumors. And I do gain 100 intrigue experience already. Do you really not want an alliance, Uncle? No. I can imprison criminals. Now, Lord Vance, I have decided that I will pardon you because you are genuinely broke. However, Lord Warren, you had 30 gold in your chest. And you have betrayed me. You do have allies, Lord Brindon and Lord Runesford. Do I have as many allies as you? I'm not entirely sure, but... Lord Roran the Brute, you did betray me and refuse me. Your disobedience will not be tolerated. War has been declared. To my liege, your worthlessness is enviable. It seems that there is no recourse for a dispute other than to settle it on the battlefield. Rally the troops. I can call on a ton of house members. I'm gonna call... Oh, no. I can call on Lord Badger. Let's call on Badger. We can also call on Archer. So let's call on him. We can call on Deramond as well. Oh, he's very young. And we can also call on Collis. What about Elenay? Elenay can be called on as well. Brindon, though, he cannot be called to war. Because he has sided with Roran. I will not forget this. This terrible betrayal. Let us call on the Lannisters as well. Actually, no. This is a war between Blackrivers. And so I will not call on them. We don't need them. It's fine. So where are we fighting this? Is it just over here? And that's the only land? Yes. In that case, I will move this banner. Let's go ahead and put it over here. Oh, I can't. Do we not own any of this? Oh, I'm confused. Oh, you've decided... Oh, because you've sided against me. Right, let's raise the army here then. Raise everyone. Lord Amory will be leading the men once more. And all of my fellow house members have decided to join on my side, which makes me very happy. And there we can see all the Black Rivers are rising up. War has broken out within our family. To the amicable bow, I have proud for both documents, both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lady of the Lordship of Glimmering Shore. See it done, 84 gold. This will be my next objective in life. Let's do this as well. I probably want to fabricate on the entire island before we push it though. Although I guess there's no harm in waiting too long. 30 days to siege is very nice. Look at all the Black Rivers uniting to me. At least I seem to have their loyalty a little bit more than my father did. Which makes me happy. Makes me very happy. Okay, we'll siege this. Let's get this done as well. We need those resources for the troops. If one small village in Hammerford has to starve. The heated argument between my councillors follows me out of the room, and Eleanor, the representative from Hammerford, greets me with tired eyes as I approach. I gain stress for both generous and just, and because I am callous. Let's see, this decree will force them to leave you alone. Encouraged improvement. Eleanor gains opinion of me. Well, I do gain a little bit of stress. This is where our conflict in traits are going to cause stress. Well, it's something we're just going to have to deal with. 60 days and this siege is done. I don't think Hammerford is under siege either. So I'm not quite sure where their armies are. Maybe they realized how screwed they were and decided not even to raise the men. One of the Black River armies have just been absolutely caught off guard there. Lord Roran has formed an alliance with Vance. Vance, I'd be careful about joining this. I did pardon you, lad. And let us enforce our demands. To my liege, your ruthlessness is enviable. I know when I am defeated, it seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. So be it. And just like that, Roran, you will pay for your crimes. Who's going to inherit your lands? Gerald Blackriver. In that case, I can't banish you. So I'm gonna have to revoke your titles instead. I am generous, so I'm gonna gain more stress, but you disobeyed me. What I'm also going to do is move you to the dungeons. All family members lose opinion of me. That's not even close family. Is that like everyone in the Black River dynasty? Or is it just people here? I think it's just people here because it says family here. So just these people, which is only 2 people. Everyone else is dead anyway. Let's see in his family. Oh, they've had a terrible time. I could ransom him. Or I could banish him. I can't banish him. I'm going to keep him in the dungeons. He shall pay for his disobedience. And now we need to decide what happens to these lands. We don't have any Black Rivers. Raylon could take it, but he's a little bit young. I mean, he doesn't have any lands to inherit. In fact, then, I will actually give this to Raylon. Let's give him Axeforth and Trenchwater. And hopefully he serves me a little bit more loyally. Let's see. I can change your contract at least. Let's do that. And I have just inherited Oldstones, which is still building. So let's find a new groundskeeper for this. If we reset this, go by age. Jarmond is infirm. I could give this... You're my personal champion. But you would become my vassal, so that's fine. There is a possibility he has children. But that's okay, I think. Let's give you Oldstones. There we go. If he does have children, maybe they can become the caretakers until it's fully built. Because we need thousands of gold for that. And I think we are now in a place of somewhat stability. What's this? Pay ransom to the amicable bow. Roran is dear to me. Would you let him go in return for this offer? 10 gold for his crimes against me? No. I will not. He must serve his time in the dungeons. Maybe I'll release him in a few years' time, but not right now. Neighboring ruler has lost war. I'm a little bit confused here. Wait. He broke free. Bryndon broke free because he's a High Lord. Oh. But I do have a claim on the High Lordship. Bryndon did join the war, against me. So I think that is cause for such actions. I will bring all of the Iron Islands back under my influence. Brynden, you should not have stood against me. For now, you will learn my wrath. I can call on house members. Badger can't join. Actually, none of my house members can join. So what I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to call on the Lannisters. Yes. Let us call on the Lannisters. Let us raise our armies. And let's see what we can do here. We might be in a little bit of trouble. Ally has joined the war on my side, at least. I mean, his army's not that strong. He's fighting... He's not fighting another war. I think he was just fighting another war, though, recently. Let's start besieging. I think we will win this war. It's all fine. And I can finally marry Robin of House Crane. So let us send a proposal. Very nice. And I'm hoping I should probably seduce him because I need heirs. Yes, I'm going to start seducing him. Maybe we could even become soulmates eventually. I can call on my ally, Lord Brynden now. We do have the alliance, so let's call on him as well. There we go. And my sister, I think I am going to have to find a matrilineal marriage for her. We do have House Mullendor in the reach. Let's go ahead and send that off. And a matrilineal marriage. There we go. Brynden, I can unpin you because we're dealing with you now. And let us go back to the war. The infighting between the Blackrivers. I love it. A lot of you said don't land family members because it can lead to this. But this is the kind of stories I like. We gotta show that we are the true leader of the Blackrivers. With my marriage to Lord Robin, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Of course I would collect it. Who pays for their own wedding? Not me. Greetings, Lady Bower Pike. Of course I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Red Front. Excellent news, Brynden. Let us fight. Oh, the Lannister died from the pox? And now Lady Phallus. We are both female rulers in a male-dominated world. Let's be friends and allies with one another. They have gone over there to siege for some reason. As long as they're not sieging my capital, that's fine. 3 weeks left on our siege. I'm going to go siege his capital next. And if we're lucky, we might get a good prisoner or two. We got 5 gold from that siege. That's not a lot. Only 7 gold in here. Eleanor has discovered a spy. Imri was caught searching for secrets in the darkest corners of your court. Who sent you? Imri willingly exposed to spying you, begging you for mercy. It was Lady Flora. I'm going to throw him in the dungeons. I will not stand for this. In my pursuit of Lord Robin's affection, it would be very helpful to know exactly what his tastes and preferences are. He is lustful. He doesn't like chaste. He doesn't like... That's fine. Doesn't like deceitful. And what don't I like? I don't like patience. Don't like greedy. I don't like arbitrary. We're actually quite... Oh, he is arbitrary, so I don't like him a little bit. But he has a good opinion of me. And he's lustful, so hopefully we can have many, many children. So let's see. I think... Oh, this is something different. It would be very helpful to know exactly what his tastes and preferences are. And my spies will uncover the secret in no time at all. It seems I was perhaps a little indelicate in approaching Robin. Now he wonders why I'm so unreasonably interested in his valuables. Oh, bloody hell. I don't care for your valuables. Have you seen the lands that the Blackrivers owned? A child is growing in my womb. My husband, Lord Robin, will be proud. Very good. And at least we don't have to worry about the children not being his, because I know 100% that it is his. So that's nice as well. War has been declared on the king. That's a peasant rebellion there. We did take a prisoner. Let's see. I will ransom Jania Blackriver. Sure. And my kinswoman... Alana. We're not going to do that. Rowan is still in my dungeons, but I will keep him there. I should probably go ahead and deal with this siege, but honestly, I think we just sweep through his lands. It has been a good while since I saw my old heartthrob Ronald. Even after all these years, The thought of him as the subject of my childhood infatuation occupies my mind in the midnight hours. He is a man now, and I cannot help but feel myself reaching for my quill when I think of him. Perhaps I ought to finally make my feelings known. He has become... Oh, he's a pilgrim. He's not a knight. Well, let's see. I think I will confess my love. I profess my love to Ronald in a letter, and it takes but a few days for him to write back that he feels the same way. I am overjoyed and simply astounded that our love was able to transcend the folly of our youth and blossom into a mature courtship. He has become my lover. I was saying we don't have to worry about who the father is, but that's not true anymore. But at least we know who that we're going to be the parent at least. Right, let's ransom you as well for 25 gold. There is always war in the Iron Islands, and now we are very much contributing to that. It's bloody brilliant. 2 more weeks and we've won this siege as well. Some more war score. The celebrations had come to an end and the evening's entertainment seemed to be over when Lord Robin suggested a reading. A clerk soon arrives, wondering what the guests would like to hear, and I see my chance to impress him. I think let's be entertained. Let us read The Age of Dragons. Oh, he wasn't very impressed. Okay, looks like me and Robin aren't super compatible at the moment, but at least I have a lover as backup, I guess. Oh, we're finally embracing the lovers. 3 days left on this siege. There we go. That's another one complete. Let's go ahead and help with this as well. This seems to be a higher fort level, but now we've come in with our siege equipment. It's looking very nice. We do have our first perk, so I think I'm going to go down the schema tree because I want to marry off my children and then use a little bit of intrigue to try and get the Blackrivers in some seats of power outside of our lands. Maybe down in the reach, maybe up in the north, maybe in the Crown Lands, in Dawn, in the Westerlands. We'll have to see. So I'm going to go Truth is Relative. Enables the Fabricate Hook scheme. And Find Secrets may also fabricate it. We're not really going to use that. Murder Scheme Power plus 30% though. That is something I am very much interested in. 21 days left on this siege. I do think we can end the war relatively soon. There we go. Wonderful stuff. He does have this castle, which is very high forts level. There's peasants here, which are in the way a little bit. Let's go help the Lannisters with this siege, and I might go fight their army. The servants have all been sent away, and our bed has been decorated with seashells. As Lord Robin enters our chambers, he smiles sincerely and joins me without any hesitation. With the help of hands, mouth, and limbs, we reaffirm the devotion we swore before the 7 who are one. We have become lovers. I'm not going to try to romance him and become soulmates, because we do already have another lover as well, so I don't think that makes sense. So, if we take a look at our council, maybe... manage ruler. Let's put you on domain. That will help a little bit of taxes. If I go to vassals, where am I looking here? Here, there we go. And I sort by opinion? I can't. Do you know why? If we go down here and we go courtiers and we sort this by... Can I go by vassal? I don't think so. Vassals are here, though. There we go. Sort by opinion of me, and let's go to the bottom. Lord Amory, you are leading my army, so I'm actually going to sway you. There we have it. I forget that we can check vassals down here, and it's actually very useful. I discovered that recently. There's so many menus that do the same thing, but are slightly different. And it's learning which ones are most efficient. A small keep has been constructed in Beckwade. Let's go ahead and build something there soon. And I have had a son who will be heir of the Blackriver lands. And you guys have decided on Jared. Thank you, Kim, for the name suggestion. May you grow to be strong and wise, my son. Let's go ahead and pin you as well. And you did decide on stewardship, so we're going to get that organized. And look at that. He is quick. We have actually got some inheritable traits in the family. You guys know that I very rarely marry for traits. And it was just very fortunate that the Crane lad was intelligent. Because really, primarily, I did that for the alliance. So, getting traits is a bit rare for us. And it's more meaningful when we do get them, which I like. So he's going to be trained in stewardship. Let's see. I can imprison him. Let's not do that. Do I have a good stewardship character? Morgan, my steward, has 20. Very well. He will educate him. What's your culture? Stormlander? No, I want my son to be a Riverlander. I am loyal to the Riverlanders. I can station men-at-arms. That I can do, actually. Very good point. But they're raised, so I can't do it right now. Let's go over to Beckwade. Can I rename this? I can. Guys, if you have a name suggestion for this castle, then leave them in the comments. I do actually want to rename this castle because we built it ourselves. So I'm willing to do that. Let's start getting... I guess we'll get hospices built first for the plague reduction. That's always going to be useful. And we've just finished this siege as well. Very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and stop this besieging. It's going to cost 34 gold to embark. That's kind of crazy. It gets very expensive later on. What's this? I can train for a tournament. The call of the steel cannot go unanswered. I shall don my equipment and head to the training grounds for some practice. Let us start the training. And then you turn to the right. Master Lucius yells while dealing a powerful blow to my sword that makes me take a couple of steps back. They won't go gentle on you in the tourney, milady. If you want to win, you can't afford to lose, not even to me. Not even once. Again, well trained for 10 years. That wasn't a very womanly scream, was it? I'm not going to speak in a woman voice forever. There is a grand tournament going on. That's not my army. But we're not going to go to that just because we are busy fighting over here. To the unmakeable bow. Proud both documents of ancient and of lesser provenance. I can't read today. We do have another claim, so let's go ahead and do that. That sword is very loud, isn't it? Let's go ahead and fabricate some more. We're going to get Voldemort as well. This is going to be my main goal for my life, as well as trying to get Blackrivers in places of power across the Westeros. So let us move towards that a little bit more. Oh, there's castles to siege here as well. That's awesome. 500 losses, but we killed 1,400. More importantly, we're at 99% war score now. And this should take us up to 100%. And there we go. We can enforce the demands. And all of the Iron Islands will be back under my control. To my liege, your ruthlessness is enviable. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this, I will comply with your demands, so be it. And we gain more legitimacy. We are actually meeting our requirements. We're currently at minus 15% short range duration, which is very nice. I think we've already lost that, though. Let's disband the armies. I have taken control of Cradle Watch, which I will give to a Riverlander. I don't wish to control this. We're getting more houses now. Things are getting kind of crazy. Let's see. I don't have a wet nurse. So let's recruit Corianne here. She will become my wet nurse. And I think everything else is fine. We can station men-at-arms. Let's go ahead and station the river bowls as well. Where am I looking? Over here. There we go. Over in Beckwade. Remember to leave those castle name suggestions. I do want to rename it. Look at this. I have so many banners and I have no idea where they are. This happens all the time. But guys, I think that is going to be a good place to leave things. Lady Bow has come of age. She's already 18. She's already had her first son. Her sister will come of age soon as well. And we will be starting the intrigue. In fact, we could find maybe... Let's see if there's anyone young enough. If we go alliance power... And here we don't worry too much about the lands. Oh, this is my son, though. So I guess we would want him to inherit lands kind of close. I wonder. We could take the Blackwood lands. Maybe Fairmarket? Maybe the Cape of Eagles? We do have a long history of the Mannisters. Maybe I'm not willing to overdo that. The Crossing could be a good one. House Dundarian here. Unfortunately, I mean, he does have a sister. Having the Crossing would be very powerful. Would you accept a marriage between Jared? Yes, Jared. And your sister, Patrice? They would accept. And if we look back here, let's keep this open just down here a moment. And we look at the Crossing. Let's see. Patrice here isn't actually in the run-in. She's actually quite late in the running. Okay. So maybe not this one, but we could find land to take over. Maybe the Blackwood Vale, Fair Market, the Crossing, or the Cape of Eagles. Let me know your thoughts. You should see this video before I record the next one because the weekend's coming up. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching as always. I will see you next time.